Here's a quick reminder to come see us at 3 upcoming events. April 13th and 14th, we have Mini Mayhem at Busco Beach in North Carolina. April 25th, 26th, 27th, Pate Swap Meet with Go Power Sports at Texas Motor Speedway. And then May 18th, we have the Oregon Gambler Mini Bike Endurance Race. Looking forward to seeing you guys there. Enjoy the video. What's up, everybody? I'm John.
I'm Isaac.
And we are Cars and Cameras. And the weather outside is disgusting. But that's okay because we have a monster truck go-kart.
We've been wanting to do this for a long time. We are going to install an electric start Tillotson from GoPowersports.com.
But that's not all. We are going to install their brand new 265 Hot Cam, their mini bike torque cam, and we're going to see how it performs on this monster truck kart. It's designed to make power between 2,500 and 6,500 RPMs. Now, of course, there are higher turning cams out there, but a 4,000 RPM power band so low is like the name of the game, especially for a crawler like this. And the other mods we're doing today include the Stage 1 kit, also from Go Power Sports. You can check out all these products at links in the description of this video. First, I think we need a baseline, dude. I think we need to pull that out in the nasty rain and do a little bit of drag racing. Maybe just a 60 foot, because the top speed of this is about 15 miles an hour.
Are you marked? Get set, go. Love the wheelie. It was in the 364 range and I couldn't hit the button fast enough.
Okay, so we're calling it 364.
I'm saying 364.
Cool. It's time to dig into this build. Like we said, it's going to be pretty easy. We're just doing a cam and Stage 1. So first, we're going to remove the factory air filter so it's just out of our way. There we go. And the muffler can go ahead and come off too. All right. All right, so I marked with a paint pen on one of these wires just so we don't get confused when we go to put it all back together.
There's your panel box, buddy.
Yes. All right, and if you have a new engine or one with low hours, if you're careful, you can usually save this gasket. There we go. Perfect. All right, this is gonna be the simplest engine build we've ever done, man. All we're doing is replacing that guy right there. Because this is a low RPM cam, we should be fine with the factory flywheel. We should be fine with the factory rod, even fine with factory valve springs. And we're actually gonna leave the governor in this too. You might be thinking, what? But because this is an engine that we're gonna hold at a high RPM for like essentially all the time, yeah, it's gonna be important that we like leave the governor in so we don't just blow the thing up. We are gonna play with the springs on the governor and see if we can get a little bit more RPM out of it. But yeah, we're leaving the governor in here, guys. So this would be like a good low buck introductory to engine building. Simple. All right, here's my favorite part. So before we throw this cam in, I'm gonna go ahead and put some assembly lube on it just so we make sure we get a good break-in. I'm gonna reinstall, make sure to line up the timing marks. Bam, just like that. I think we're ready to put the cover back on, dude. Bam.
So this is what you get when you get the Deluxe Performance Kit. You get the adapter for the air filter pod, you get a jet, and you even get a sock and some gaskets.
And a header.
All right, dude, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop this bowl.
Drop it, dude.
I feel it. And the emulsion tube. But we are going to reinstall that. Reinstalling the emulsion tube, the new jet, and a clean screwdriver. And you should install these gaskets.
But since our engine has no miles on it, no hours on it, it'll be fine.
I'm going to save these for another project.
Yeah.
But, like I said, it's always a good idea to replace them.
Yes. All right, so our electric start Tillotson is almost ready to go, minus the exhaust and the panel box. So I think we can take this engine out. Ready?
Yeah.
tight squeeze, but it looks like you're gonna get it. Oh yeah. Nice.
Whew.
Yeah, we had to make some spacers so the, I think it was the sprocket could clear the torque converter, right?
Click.
So the torque converter's installed and the engine's almost ready to get installed on the chassis, but the last thing we have to do, other than the exhaust and the ignition box, is set the valve latch. So we're actually going to keep the factory valve springs because we're not going to be revving this engine very high. So we're just going to tighten these intake and exhaust valves to spec. So you want to make sure that you can still put the valve latch tool in there, but you feel a little bit of resistance. You don't want to like be crushing the tool. So I'm happy with where it is. So I don't have a small enough wrench to stick on there, so I'm going to use an adjustable, but I'm going to tighten down the locking nut. Click. Feels like spec to me, buddy. Let's go ahead and put this on the cart. Wow. That's perfect. All right, so I just gave our exhaust a tack here. Check it out, guys. Let me move all this stuff. So we had to kind of cobble together 2 Go Power Sports exhausts and an RLV muffler. So it's a bit of an awkward angle, but we wanted to make sure we had enough of a curve in the pipe that our exit wouldn't be up against the body, because we would melt that. So that's why we had to do a little bit of cutting and a little bit of welding together. The engine's bolted on, the chain's tight, so that's where it's going to be. So now we just need to remove it, and I can finish welding. And Ike is working on the ignition panel. Basically taking the factory wires and we're just extending them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all we're doing.
Simple enough.
I'm adding about, what I'm doing is I'm cutting the ends off and I'm adding about 2 feet of wire.
Almost all the wiring is done, so we're pretty much ready for a test. So we're gonna grab that little battery over there and just see if it can turn the engine over. And if it can, I'm gonna work on a battery box.
Yep.
You ready?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Good.
It's gonna work.
All right.
So here's the battery box. I made better battery boxes, by the way. This is not a great one. And yeah, I'm just gonna weld from the inside right there. Ready? Should do it. Woo! Okay, we are ready to go. We are gonna jack the back of this up in the air just so that if we have any weird throttle stuff going on with the new engine, it won't run away. Wow! It hit though. That's awesome. Sounds good too.
Did you want the...
Just real quick, yeah. Let me put a helmet on. Probably hit as far as we want to go in the power department before it just gets silly.
Yeah.
It's like twice as high as it should be, and it's so wrong, but it's so right. This was probably top 5 for me. One of my favorite projects.
Good.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah. And now we got some horsepower, so.
It looks kind of scary.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you in the morning for some top speed testing and a little bit of off-roading.
yeah. Hey, Mark, get set, go. How's it gonna do out in the field?
Let's find out. Let's run over some stuff. This is the best thing we've ever built. Keep it up with it. It looks good though, right? I'm gonna try to cross over there. So I think the monster truck is ready for our next event at Busco Beach. It's Mini Mayhem Spring 2019, April 13th and 14th. If you don't know, you should come. Bring all your projects. You can find more information on our Facebook page. But yeah, this thing is a beast. Like that little bit of extra power really made a big difference. I just need to make sure not to tip it. And I think it's going to be my primary vehicle during the event. The electric start Tillotson 212, the 265 hot cam, and the stage 1 performance mods made a world of difference on this thing.
Huge difference.
Acceleration, and we gained like 10 miles an hour in top speed just by
Almost.
playing with the governor and doing those mods. You can find those parts at gopowersports.com. Next time you place an order at GoPowersports, be sure to enter their monthly drawing. They're giving away $1,500 in in-store credit every single month, so be sure you enter and help us out by letting them know we sent you. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video today, and subscribe to Cars and Cameras for more awesome content. Facebook, Instagram at Cars and Cameras Reviews.
Check me out at Isaac, it'll be fine.
Pick up a hat, sticker, or hoodie or t-shirt at cars-cameras.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. A little bit of a side note, I think we're kind of close to the potential of this chassis and setup we have right now. I think if we had a slightly wider front track, that would help the tippiness a little bit. And I think if we had some more aggressive tires all the way around, that would also help with traction. But yeah, it's really scary to drive because we have a lot of time and a lot of effort in this nice body, and you're just sitting up there and there's nothing you can do if it tips over.